And welcome. And welcome. This is November 5th, 2020, and this is the Eureka Street Crypto Hub. I'm Eureka John, and I'm here to talk about the new bull run that's happening. Today's been an interesting day in crypto, a very good day for a lot of people in crypto. If you aren't in the green, well, you're probably doing something wrong. So everybody should be in the green today. If you aren't, you need to reevaluate what you've looked into. I will start off with saying I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice and all that stuff. If you take my financial advice, you probably need to do some inner reflection. So anyway, now that that's out of the way, I want to go ahead and open up. Let's see what we have here. I forgot to get everything set up beforehand because I was just so excited to go on. I do need to go ahead and create a new browser for this. And let me remove this. And I will go in. Anyway, Bitcoin is at a new high, not all-time high, but it's been a new high ever since 2017. Let's call this, okay, here we are. Okay, so I'm going to minimize myself over here in the corner. I'm going to get this window over here. Bam. And we can go ahead and just eliminate that for now. Put this over here and get y'all set up with me so we can take a look at this together. Okay, I think that's good enough. Okay, so we're good. Let me make this a little smaller. I want to pull this up a little bit bigger, make me a little smaller here. There we go. This is big news, so I want to make it a bigger screen. Okay, so let's refresh CoinGecko here. And we have Bitcoin at $15,686.52. It got really close to $16,000 earlier. Let me just double check this and see if it ever possibly touched it. No, it got up to $15,926.75. Okay, let's say starting at the very beginning of the day, we were around the 14,000 range. We're super excited about that. I was excited about 13,000 yesterday. This has been amazing. This is what everybody's been talking about ever since I started. I got into crypto when the bottom dropped out in 2018. And whatever, you know, I was just figuring it out. And I'm glad I spent all that time during the bear market figuring this stuff out. So now that the bull market is finally here, I kind of know what to do with it. Got my soda water, ready to go to town here. And, you know, I've been listening to really smart people on the internet, like Digital Asset News and Coin Bureau, guy from Coin Bureau. The Modern Investor, I like what he has to say. I've listened to Ivan on Tech, Elio Trades, all these really smart people, Crypto Casey. And every single day, I listen to these people. You know, I might not listen to every one of them every day, but at least somebody every day. And I just kind of have followed these patterns and rhythms and things that they talk about. Chico Crypto is another one. And I just have just kind of put everything that a lot of these people have had to say together to form my own opinion. It's basically do your own research, DYOR. So I can avoid things like FOMO, fear of missing out, or YOLO, you only live once type of investments, even though I am guilty of that. I've been guilty of aping into things, of just kind of, you know, oh, that looks like cool. You know, I'll just jump into it without totally understanding it. And I've done that on several occasions, and I've lost some money. But overall, I've gained money. I would say that the most of my Bitcoin that I've invested have been around the 8,000 to 9,000 range. I have invested in some Bitcoin around the 3,000 to 4,000 to 5,000 range, and I just dollar cost averaged all the way. The last time I bought Bitcoin, it was at 10,000 something, maybe 11,000. I think 10,000 something. So it's been a minute. I've been gaining interest on my Bitcoin and some in my BlockFi account and my Celsius account. I carry both of those. If you aren't familiar with those, BlockFi, they're both basically bank accounts for crypto. BlockFi, you can't buy crypto directly in there. You have to transfer it in there from another wallet. But you can earn your interest. I can't remember what the interest rate for Bitcoin in there is, but it's pretty good. You know, it's like 5-6% maybe, 5%, something like that. Between 5 and 6, maybe around 6. And then I have some Ethereum in there as well. So I have Bitcoin and Ethereum and BlockFi. And then I have a Celsius account. And they're kind of rivals, you know, but I don't care about their rivalry. I'll use them both and get interest off them both. Not Celsius.com. Celsius.finance. Whatever this Celsius is, just got some free advertising. So let's see here. Let's try. Man, come on, Celsius. Okay, here we Celsius Network. Celsius.network. I'm sorry. Celsius. Yeah, okay. So this is another one. It's kind of BlockFi's rival. They basically do the same thing that BlockFi does, just with different tweaks to them. And you can actually buy crypto through Celsius, but you'll earn 6.2% on your Bitcoin, a little bit more than BlockFi. And you'll earn 7.21% on Ethereum. Again, more than BlockFi, but either way, I split it because I don't believe in putting all your eggs in one basket, because you can get completely wrecked that way in case something goes wrong. And I don't put anything past hackers. I don't own the keys to my crypto on Celsius or BlockFi, and some people will say, well, that goes completely contrary to everything crypto is supposed to represent. True, but at the same time, I'm not a man of a lot of means. I'm not rich by any means. I don't have a lot of money. I earn a paycheck. I kind of live paycheck to paycheck in a way, and I always have. This is the first time I've ever actually had any sort of decent money to myself. I've lived in Austin, South Central Austin, for 13 years in a small house that I bought 13 years ago, in like a little old 1961 house. I watched the neighborhood grow up around me, kind of got gentrified, whatever, and I sold it, and I live in the suburbs now. So I was able to put away a little pocket of change to be able to invest in crypto, and here I am. You know, I don't have a lot. I'm not like some of you people that I see online being able to just throw down and buy the 32 Ethereum needed to stake. We'll get to that in a second. Or, you know, buy whole Bitcoins at a time. No, that's not me. I have to dollar cost average and spend a little bit every week, a little bit out of my savings if I can, or a little bit out of my paycheck. And, you know, however much that is depends on my bills for the week. I'm a normal dude, you know, like most of us who are getting into crypto, you know, we want to earn some wealth. Like, I don't come from wealth. You know, my parents did okay. They did good, you know, for considering. But true wealth, I mean, I'm a total peasant compared to somebody who might be, you know, very well off. And when I lived in New York City, I got to see some of these people, and they have, you know, millions of dollars stored away in trust funds and hedge funds and all this stuff. I'm not that guy. I just want to be able to generate some wealth for myself and my family and my children and anybody around me, and then take what I've learned and help other people to do the same. So that's what I'm working towards right now. Those are my goals. And this is my goal with crypto. So Celsius and BlockFi are the two that I've put Bitcoin and Ethereum in. I actually put Bitcoin and Chainlink and Celsius because Chainlink has some pretty good interest rate on that. And then I store some other Bitcoin, Chainlink, Ethereum, and some other tokens in my Atomic wallet. and then the Ledger Nano, the flash drive, to keep something completely offline. So I put everything in a lot of different baskets because you never know what's going to happen to one of your baskets. Never keep all your stuff in one place, and then never keep everything you have, or even a large portion of what you have, on places like Celsius or BlockFi, because you don't own these keys. At least with Atomic Wallet, even though it's online, I have the keys to it. With Abra Wallet, I have the keys. Coinbase Wallet, I have the keys. MetaMask, I have the private keys. So just write down your private keys. Write down the passphrase. Make sure you have a book with that. Actually, I do have a little book. I will give a little plug. Well, it's not conveniently handy right when I need it. Shoot. Isn't this kind of an oxymoron? And, oh, the irony. That's the word I was looking for. That I can't find my book with my private keys. Oh, that's because I stored it away in a safe. Yes, I have a Shield Folio book, and I'll show you. Shield Folio. I have one of these books that I got, and apparently it's crushed stone. It's waterproof, tear resistant. You can write on it, and apparently you get a little invisible ink pen, which I don't really use that. But you know, it's a great place to store your crypto wallet keys all in one place, and then I put that in my safe, and you know, that way if I lose an app, or my phone drops in the toilet, or my computer gets stolen or something, or just crashes, then I can always reinstall those apps into another computer or phone, and I'll have my keys to restore my wallet and be able to retrieve any of my crypto assets. So always write down your private key, or not your seed phrase for whatever wallet you have. So Celsius and BlockFi to earn interest, but don't put everything you have in those types of platforms. Don't keep anything that you're not actively using or trading on the exchanges, meaning Crypto.com, Coinbase Exchange, Gemini, Kraken, Binance, Huobi, any of those types of large exchanges. Only keep the bare minimum that you need on those. Maybe some stable coins. The purpose of stable coins too is whenever you decide you want to cash out on your Bitcoin, and you're like, okay, oh my God. And I imagine around 20,000, because that's the all-time high of Bitcoin. I imagine a lot of people are going to suddenly want to cash out. And that's fine, whatever. But one, look out for exchanges freezing up suddenly. That's Coinbase. I'm talking to you. That's happened the last 3 times that Bitcoin's been on a bull run. Is Coinbase conveniently shuts down for a company that has billions of dollars strong. You would think that they'd have a better IT department than that. Just saying, looks kind of shady. But expect a lot of people to want to pull out of exchanges right around key marks like that. Maybe if you're planning on pull out right before or right after 20,000 or some weird odd number. Set that as your goal, and not like right on 20,000, right on 15, right on 25,000. People love even complete numbers, I guess, even numbers. I guess it's a psychological thing. Anyway, so where was I going with this? I kind of got off track like I tend to do. Hold on, let me collect my bearings because I'm really excited tonight. This is really cool. I've made good money on Bitcoin, and I'm making good. Okay, so let's go back up here. Let me go back home. Look at Ethereum, $433. I mean, I started investing in Ethereum back when it was like $119, $120. So yeah, I'm doing well on Ethereum. I don't have 32 Ethereum. I'll tell you that, just in all full disclosure. Ethereum 2.0 is coming out. It has already, it just came out actually. So it's completely rolled out, which means you can stake on Ethereum, run an Ethereum node, a validator node, and you have to have 32 Ethereum to stake that. I don't have enough for that, but that's okay. Even if I could run a node, I don't think I would run a node right now or stake my Ethereum right now, because if you stake your Ethereum, that 32 Ethereum, to be able to run that validator node, you're locking that Ethereum in for good until Ethereum 2.0 is completely rolled out. And that's going to take about 2 years. Let's take a quick look. Let's see here at the Ethereum website. Ethereum 2.0. Okay, Ethereum 1.0 is a proof of work operation. And there's a difference between proof of work and proof of stake. Ethereum 2.0 is a proof of stake operation. Proof of work means it relies on the miners for the large, high-powered computers to run these heavy algorithms to be able to solve for blockchain transactions and to create blocks and keeping the network secure. Proof of work relies on people staking their Ethereum. So the more you stake, then you can qualify to have a validator that helps keep the network secure by processing transactions and creating blocks. And it's not done through computing power, it's done through your financial stake. So it's a financial commitment. See here, it says proof of stake keeps the network secure, but replaces energy consumption with financial commitment. So it's not the size of computer you have, it's the size of wallet you have. Yep. Anyway, staking is the process of committing your Ethereum to become a validator for Ethereum. So what Ethereum is, it's a world computer. There's going to be thousands of computers all sharing their processing power in order to be able to run smart contracts, carry out transactions, etc. And they're combining their computing power in a decentralized way. So if one server goes down, one validator node goes down, then the entire computer doesn't shut down. That's what we have a lot of times with these website crashes. Like, well, a server will crash, and a website goes down. Well, that's not something like that won't happen with Ethereum, because there's just thousands of these computers working together, and all running the same blockchain, and it's going to kind of turn into some kind of Skynet nightmare. No, not quite there, but we'll just let people's imaginations run wild with that. But let's see here. Once you stake your Ethereum on those, once you take your 32 Ethereum, Ethereum 1.0, and you decide to put it in to stake and become a validator, that's 32 Ethereum that you have to be able to part with until Ethereum 2.0 is completely deployed. So this means you have to really like Ethereum, really be bullish on it, and really have faith in the project, which I do. However, I'm not so well off financially that I think I would want to just like throw 32 Ethereum. I don't know what's going to happen. Like something major could happen in my life and I'll need that money. I may have to cash out and pay some bills. I'm not just some dude that can throw 32 Ethereum. Let's see, how much is that? Ethereum right now is 433.03. So let's see, 433.03 times 32. That's $13,856.96. I'm not financially well off enough to just throw $13,856 aside for 2 years or indefinitely for a project that could potentially not even work. So only invest what you're okay with losing, even if it's like a sure deal like Ethereum 2.0. I mean, to me, it seems like a sure deal, but still, it's crypto, okay? I believe it's the future. I'm in it for the long haul. and I love Ethereum, but I don't love it that much. I'm going to let everybody else or all the people with more means than me kind of proof it out first, and then I'll buy Ethereum, and I'm mining Ethereum. Let's see, I'm I got a nice little dripping faucet coming through here with my mining rig, and each week I get about like what, 15 or 20 bucks. So hey, I'll take it. And then I staking my Cardano. I'm doing the Theta Guardian node, not the Guardian node yet. I'm working towards that. In the same way that Ethereum 2.0 requires 32 Ethereum, the Guardian node requires 10,000 Theta. However, that's a little more attainable for me, since Theta right now, and it kind of works along the same principle of running a validator node. Let's see where Theta is. So Theta is at 64 cents. So it would cost about $6,400 to start a Guardian node. I'm working towards that. I don't have that quite yet saved up in Theta. I just, something mentally, I just can't pour all my savings of dollars into crypto yet. I'm not even, I'm 44, I'm not 24. So I still can't do it. But I'm working towards it. I'm working towards it, and I'm earning my own and taking profits off of my gains and then reinvesting it in more crypto or other other projects. So I'm being able to take my gains and recycle them and create more out of it. It's I'm learning all this investment stuff. So where was I? Let's go back to this Ethereum 2.0. And so it's going to be a couple years till it fully rolls out. But the people that do stake their 32 Ethereum to do a node, a validator node, they could end up making some really good money because they get the reward from the transaction fees and stuff like that for running that validator node. And it has to be reliable. It has to run 24/7. You should probably want to mirror your servers if possible. So, something to think about. Yeah, like I said, I'll watch everybody else with their nodes, and I'll continue mining my Ethereum 1.0. I'll probably continue buying Ethereum 1.0 for now. And I'm wondering, when people are staking their Ethereum 1.0 into Ethereum 2.0, it's burning the Ethereum 1.0 tokens, which is one, going to lower supply, and then two, a lot of people are going to migrate over to Ethereum 2.0. So what is that going to do for the price of Ethereum? What's that going to do for DeFi? As a lot of people know, the gas fees for any type of transaction for an ERC20 token or on DeFi platforms on Ethereum is expensive. I mean, right now tonight you can see it's at 71 Gwei for the standard, and that's pretty expensive. I've seen it go pretty high, and on Friday and Saturday nights I've seen it go low. I've seen it go down to about 20 Gwei. So it just varies, but for the most part it's really high. If you want to get involved in some kind of DeFi platform like Compound or Aave or Synthetics or Yearn Finance or something like that, the amount of Ethereum it takes to deposit and withdraw onto those DeFi platforms right now is just insane. You really have to time it and try to figure out doing those transactions when the traffic is low, and it just turns it to be a real pain in the ass. And if you don't have thousands of dollars to throw into these DeFi projects like me, then it's not really worth it. I did manage to make some money by putting into MakerDAO, and then I took that DAI out from there, and then I invested that DAI into Aave, and then I pulled out some TUSD from Aave, then I put that into Acropolis, and I let all that sit there, and all three of those gained the interest in the APY. And the APY on Acropolis was really good for a while. And then I don't know what happened with Acropolis. They started they're just in development right now. I think it's going to be a good project. But anyway, when I did pull all that out, all those Ethereum transaction fees of putting in and pulling out, I ended up really not doing very well. I mean, I did okay. I didn't go into the negative, and I didn't really stay even, but I made a, I made a profit, but I didn't make as much profit as I was dreaming about making or thinking about making, because I don't have the large capital to be able to just dump into that stuff. Now, if I did have the large capital to be able to dump into that stuff, I'm sure I would know how to make really good money out of it, but I don't have access to that type of capital. Until then, at least the reason I did it is because I wanted to learn how to do the levers and pulleys. I mean, I'm a levers and pulleys guy. When I see an app or some kind of something like the ETH staking or DeFi or mining, the Ethereum mining that I have right here, I did a Monero miner. I'm doing the Theta Edge node. I mean, I love figuring out levers and pulleys. I love looking at apps and how they work and how all this stuff works. To me, it's extremely fascinating. So that's what I was doing with Aave and MakerDAO and Acropolis, and I did it with synthetics. I learned how derivatives work and what they are. So with Ethereum going into Ethereum 2.0, what's this going to do for DeFi platforms? Is it going to, are these DeFi platforms going to run on Ethereum 2.0, or will they be running off Ethereum 1.0? Will there be new DeFi platforms being built on Ethereum 1.0 only? Because I don't think Ethereum 1.0 is going to go anywhere. I'd like to hear some thoughts on this. This is, to me, this is a pretty fascinating subject, and I'm not going to stop mining Ethereum 1.0. I'm just going to mine it as long as I can mine it. Oh, I wonder if anybody's in here. Let's see. I'm just going to say hi in the chat, and if somebody's in here, say hi back. Either way, but I'm not going to stop mining Ethereum 1.0. I was just looking at my graphics card here. Let me go back to CoinGecko. Okay. I'm going to pull out this chat thing just in case I get anybody that's actually watching live. And pop out chat. Bam. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, what's going to happen with DeFi? As the gas prices are going to go down, is it going to make it viable for somebody like me to really invest into DeFi with a smaller amount I have? I mean, who knows? The amount of money that I'm possibly going to be making on this bull run, maybe I will be able to effectively do well in DeFi, especially now that I know how to use it effectively and how to layer, kind of like Inception. That movie Inception, where you go deeper and deeper and deeper into the dream states. It's kind of what it is when you go into DeFi. You can pull out collateral. You can put in collateral and pull out and borrow against that on one, and then put it into another DeFi platform, and then use that collateral to pull out something else on that DeFi platform, then put that into another one, and you're earning triple interest. So what's that going to do for those Ethereum transaction fees? What's that going to do for the price of DeFi, for the new projects that come out for DeFi? I did buy some Aave token, and I've staked my Aave. What's that going to do for the price of Aave? What is all this going to do for the price of Chainlink? Chainlink feeds, sure. Price feeds are not the only thing Chainlink does. Chainlink is going to do a whole lot more. Chainlink, I believe, is going to be huge. But a lot of these DeFi protocols use Chainlink as the price feed to be able to give up-to-date real-time pricing. And CoinGecko uses Chainlink for their price feed, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I do have quite a bit of Chainlink, and I have a lot of it on Celsius, and I keep others in just different wallets spaced apart. But I mean, I am earning some interest on Chainlink. I earn about, I don't know, a decent little chunk of Chainlink change every week, because Celsius pays out every week instead of every month interest like BlockFi. But what's this going to do to the price of Chainlink? With, hopefully the possible boom in DeFi because of the Ethereum 2.0 rollout, and what's this going to do for the price of Chainlink if Chainlink's being able to be used by all these DeFi platforms? So lots of questions. Bitcoin is in a bull run right now. Traditionally, the altcoins have followed Bitcoin bull runs. It's crazy too, because Bitcoin halving is every 4 years, if you don't know that. And the halving is the amount of reward that the miners get whenever they are able to create a block. And every 4 years is the halving, and that means that the reward that the miners get when they create a block is cut in half. So the miners are working just as hard for half the profit, but it creates scarcity. And there's only 21 million Bitcoin that are ever going to be made. And that's the mathematical function of it, and why Bitcoin is so secure and so valuable. And it's basically become a store of value rather than something that will probably be used for transactions. And it's become digital gold, to use, and now becoming a cliche. But and it's funny because it just so happens that the halving occurs after the Bitcoin bull runs have happened after every president is elected every 4 years, or stays in office every 4 years after an election. And the election year and the Bitcoin halving year have been on the same years. So it's kind of coincidence, or is it a result? Chicken before the egg type of thing. Does Bitcoin go into bull runs after every president is elected because of that? I mean, we don't know, but it's interesting to see. And also, the Bitcoin bull runs happen after the halving. It takes some time. The halving happened, I believe, early May, end of April, something like that. I think early May. And it takes about 6 months or so for any type of real result to happen anytime a halving happens. And it's been doing that every year. And I believe that the time from the halving until the actual bull run has changed a little bit. I can't remember if it's increased or decreased. I'm not a TA guy. I don't look at graphs and charts. I'm not going to sit there and look at candles and checking out these patterns and these breakout patterns and all that stuff. I'm not that guy. I'm just a dollar cost averager. So don't ever try to ask me about chart patterns, because I can't tell you, or any type of ceiling breakages and all that stuff. I do enjoy watching it from time to time. Some kid, little surfer kid named Donovan or something, on DIY investing. He's always fun to watch do TA. He's actually pretty accurate. There's a few others that do some pretty good TA, and yeah, I think the altcoin Buzz dude sometimes does TA, and yeah, I'm not a TA dude. I'm just a dollar cost averager. I don't have the time or energy to sit there and stare at charts all day. I have kids, I have a wife, I have a job. I have other things I enjoy doing, like skateboarding and boxing, and I just don't feel like spending all day staring at price charts. So, it's kind of like looking at the tea leaves, or looking at dog crap and figuring out what the future is going to be. But don't get me wrong, I do have respect for those guys. It's just not my bag. Anyway, so where was I going with this? I talked about Bitcoin being on the presidential election cycle. Just kind of interesting. Somebody with some more imagination than me can figure out some significance to that. Let's see if any price actions happen since I've been talking. Okay, everything's 15.5. I wonder if Bitcoin's going to go into 16,000 overnight while I'm asleep. We'll see. I do think Ethereum is going to pick up some speed here. I could see, now that Ethereum 2.0 is rolled out, Ethereum going up to, I mean, I think I could see Ethereum going up to 500 by the end of this month, and maybe, 1,000 end a year. I don't know. And then as a result as well, I could see Chainlink at least getting back up to that $20 that it spiked up to. And then maybe even staying there. I could see Polkadot doing great things. Cardano, there's been a lot of enthusiasm about Cardano lately. Cardano is a competitor to Ethereum. I don't think that they're necessarily going to butt heads. I think that it's going to be kind of a Windows Mac type of deal. There's two ways of doing the same thing. Ethereum is kind of like, let's just get it out there, then we'll work out the kinks. That's kind of what Ethereum 2.0 seems to be doing. Cardano, they are taking a long time to develop through academic and peer research and peer-reviewed research and documentation, and they're kind of creating all the blueprints and diagrams and what they say is the foundation beforehand, before they ever completely build and complete anything. They want to have every detail and nook and cranny turned. It's kind of like building an airplane. You don't want to build it without every single thing possibly researched that could possibly go wrong beforehand. That's Cardano's approach. So top down, bottom up. Which way do you look at life? And it's kind of Ethereum and Cardano. And it's interesting because Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum, and Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano, both used to work together on Ethereum, then the Ethereum Foundation project back in the day. I think around 2012. Yeah, somewhere around there. And I don't know, maybe later actually. And they were in Zug, Switzerland, all in that Ethereum house, and there's several others. And Charles Hoskinson was the CEO of Ethereum, and he kind of got voted out, and was pretty butthurt about that. Which, whatever, I understand. And he ended up forming Cardano, and that project has been in the works. And both Ethereum and Cardano, in this past 2 years, have just seemed like it's taking forever. They keep saying, "Oh yeah, we're gonna roll out the next, the next new thing. It's gonna come, and it's coming, it's coming, it's coming." Well, Ethereum has finally come. Cardano finally rolled out Shelley, and then now they have the dataless wallet. Goguen, I think, is the next phase of that. I'm not too familiar with Cardano. I'm just familiarizing myself, and I've moved everything off of my Crypto.com wallet over to a staking pool on Cardano called Texan Stakes. Not Stake the Beef, but TexanStakes.com. And actually, my Cardano on Crypto.com that I had locked up, it just got released a couple of hours ago. So I'm going to go in there and transfer that nice chunk of Cardano over to this Texan Stakes stake pool. And from there, I should be able to earn some interest. I still need to do that this evening. So I promise I will get on that. And here we go. Let's see. Let me fire up. Okay, so I'm firing up the Daedalus wallet. I did earn some Cardano from the little bit I had on there. I just had maybe about 35 or 40 bucks on there until I could get all this Cardano released from my Crypto.com. I had it locked in to earn interest. What you have to do on Crypto.com is you have to put it in there for 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. And I had it in a 3-month term, and that 3-month term ended today. Actually, just a couple hours ago. So now I have that large chunk of Cardano I can put into this staking pool. Let me see here. And let me remove this. Yes. So I'm opening up. There we go. So here I am. I'm opening up this Cardano. It's verifying the blockchain because I installed a new version of the Daedalus wallet. But here I am. I'm opening up. I'm going to put in all that and transfer it over from my crypto.com account. Anyway, that's how that works. So anyway, I think I've covered a decent amount. It says 40 minutes long now. I want to save some stuff for other days. But see, here's the new Daedalus 2.4.1 release. Okay, so you guys have basically gotten my shtick on this. What's going to happen with Ethereum? Do you want to spend your Ethereum 1.0, 32 of them to stake for Ethereum 2.0 if you can't get it pulled out for 2 years while everything gets all settled and into the full scale production of it? Not me, but it's not for everybody. Let me see here. Okay, so and Bitcoin. Oh yeah, and how's Ethereum 2.0 going to affect DeFi? How's it going to affect Chainlink? How's Bitcoin going to affect Ethereum? How's Bitcoin going to affect all the other cryptocurrencies here? Because traditionally, Bitcoin and all the altcoins follow Bitcoin. I mean, honestly, I don't even really consider Ethereum an altcoin anymore. I mean, it's probably sacrilegious of me to say that for some people, but I think Ethereum is just as big as Bitcoin in its own way. It's going to be the world computer. They're not even competing. People say Bitcoin versus Ethereum. No, they're not the same product. Ethereum is not money. Ethereum is a world computer. Ethereum is internet with wallets. Bitcoin is digital gold. So, yeah. And it's going to be interesting as well with Monero because a lot of these countries are going to create their own central digital currency, and they're going to eliminate cash. And so basically, a lot of these countries will put you on universal basic income, drop cryptocurrency into your wallets, and then from there, hooray, you free money. And then what happens after that? They decide what you can do with that money, and then everything you do is tracked and monitored, and then opens up the real use case for something like Monero. Which is completely private, completely anonymous, and nobody knows what you're doing with it. It's basically digital cash. So if you and some kid mowing your lawn both had Monero wallets, you could just throw the kid, $50 for mowing your yard. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. And nobody would ever be able to trace that. That's the beauty of cash. You can just throw a kid some money, or throw or put it away in your shoebox, or I don't know, whatever you want to do with it. With credit card, you can't do that. And even with these cryptocurrencies, a lot of they say they're anonymous. They say Bitcoin's anonymous. Bitcoin is not anonymous. The IRS can track it. Everybody can track it if they need to, if they really need to. And then now the government's getting more and more clever. They're in bed with Coinbase. Coinbase is sharing a lot of their information with the IRS and governments. And more exchanges are doing this. There's a lot of KYC and stuff like that. With Monero, that kind of gets around all that. And I'll do one whole big thing on Monero. But it'll be interesting to see with all this Bitcoin bull run and all this adoption of cryptocurrency, this adoption of Bitcoin, the publicity that this bull run's giving Bitcoin, and the fact that PayPal's adopted it, that all the institutions are now just gobbling up Bitcoin. It's going to be interesting to see what happens to all the altcoins after, and then what happens with Monero as a result of people wanting privacy. So, yeah, I mean, stock markets are going to crash. They're being held up artificially. And gold, silver, and Bitcoin. I mean, really, don't depend on some company. Don't depend on some bond, especially a U.S. government bond when they're printing just money right and left. This year, I think they've printed 22% of the dollar supply just this year. I don't think that 22% of the dollar supply has been printed since the 70s, like till now. So there's just some insane stuff going on. Be careful. Do your own research. Don't just buy into something because somebody tells you there's going to be 1,000% APY gains and stuff like that. I mean, that's just, yeah. There's a lot of hype people out there saying if you throw into this staking pool, you're going to triple, quadruple your money. I mean, there's no such thing as easy money. Be careful. So anyway, I think that's it for this evening. You guys have a good evening, and I will, maybe I'll come hit at you tomorrow. It'll be Friday evening. The kids will be in bed. And I'll wake up Saturday morning and maybe try to build a sandbox for the kids. I don't know. Anyway, that's my take. Bullz on parade. I want to play that Rage Against the Machine song, Bullz on Parade, but YouTube will probably, kick my ass. So, all right. Have a good night, and you guys take care.